Hello guys from Unboxo, welcome back. Please, if you didn't subscribe right now because I need your help and support to make my channel grow so I can unbox and use a lot more stuff for the reviews of the channel. Now, today we are gonna review just a little bit, just very fast, the Parkside Chainsaw 12V Team, which I bought at Lidl for 44 euros. This is the little chainsaw. It comes with the usual manual, as you can see. It's black box, very nice and tough as usual, and obviously the power tool and the lubricant oil. Now let's talk a little bit about this oil. It should be a biological oil, so totally natural, which should adhere a little better to the chain and make it a little smoother, and at the same time is not gonna poison our plants. So especially if you have a live plants and you are cutting out some branches, you will not damage the plant with this oil. Meanwhile, if you would use, for example, a synthetic oil or something, too acidic or whatever, you could damage the plant. So I believe the reason why they give it to us biological is because you need something natural in order not to damage the plant. My good friend, which always uses this kind of tools, told me he uses some olive oil, but it tends to gunk up a little bit the chain after some time. So if we have this one, well, let's give it a good use, right? Now, inside the box, other than the manual and the oil, we find this beautiful chainsaw. Now, it's a 12V Team model, so it works with batteries of 12 volts by Parkside. The advised battery for this one is a 4 ampere hour battery. Oh, you see, 90 dB, yeah, it's the noise. So, again, use it with the 4 ampere hour battery because it should be enough to power this beautiful tool and make it work smoothly throughout, the cut of wood branches and plants up to 12.5 centimeters of diameter. And also, you can cut some wood planks up to 12.5 depth. So, it should be plenty enough for, the daily use of a person which, as a hobby, keeps his garden clean and organized. Or if you want to just cut some wood to burn and you have a little, you have the woods nearby your house, you can use this one. Just not to bring out the big chainsaw. Now, this chainsaw doesn't come with a charger or a battery. That's why it comes out for only 44 euros, so it's not very expensive. And it comes to you with the chain guard or holster, which is very tough plastic. A guard of very tough plastic right on the top of the chain with a mechanism, which, as you can see, is provided with some safety stickers. As usual, use glasses, put your hands behind the chain, danger, don't use it if it rains, etc., etc., the usual stuff. Now, the chainsaw is very heavy, but not too heavy, so you can really use it with one hand and you will not get too tired. As you can see, in order to push the injection button, you have to push this little safety red pin either by one side or the other, and then you can push the button. Otherwise, the safety will not allow you to use the chainsaw. Here we got a handle which is very comfortable. It's just like using a drill of 12V Team, so it's always the same space for the batteries, and it's always very comfortable with a lot of rubber, not too slick, so there is a good grip, and you will not get blisters on your hands, so very nice feature. Let's look at the chain and the chain holder and the central mechanism. So there is a little red nut which is either on unlock or lock position, and there is a tightening nut, red, right here, which you will tighten by using a simple screwdriver, a flat screwdriver. Now let me open this up for you so you can see what we're talking about. So just untighten the nut. As you can see, it comes out easily enough. I'm gonna put this one right here so I don't lose any parts. Just a little bit more and we are okay. So it's quite a long nut, as you can see. Okay, we are out. So now obviously I tried this one already for my video in Italian, so I'm gonna try this one again with you guys so you can hear how it performs, and then, you know, we can see how it works. Now obviously I will have to clean this one, but you know, I just wanted to show you the inner mechanism. So we got the rotor right here, the chain holder, and then right in the back of this plastic part we got the tensioning nut and the safety nut, so the locking nut. So what happens is that whenever you put this one right on the chainsaw, by tightening this nut, this little metal pin will go either forward or backward and tighten or push out the chain holder. So you can obtain a loose chain or a tight chain. Obviously we want to tighten it more, you know, in order to make it less wobbly, more precise and safer. So let's go and put this back. It should be easy enough. Let me see. Okay, on the lock position. So as you can see right now, this is quite loose. So if we want to tighten this up a little more, it will be enough to put a screwdriver right there and turn this one as most as we can down towards the plus. Okay, now let me show you. Give me a second, guys. Okay guys, I am back. As you can see, now I want to tighten a little bit my chain. So what I will do is untighten the safety lock mechanism and tighten up towards the bottom just a little bit my tensioning bolt, okay, or nut. So let's do it. Okay, as you can see, it's moving little by little. I don't want to push it too much. I don't want to break it. Okay, now I want to close a little bit my safety locking nut. As you can see, it doesn't move no more, so it's very tight and it's not wobbly at all. So again, tight, and this one is tight too. Now I don't know if there is any other way to tighten up this bolt or not, but the thing is that by using a screwdriver, well, I could work the situation out in some seconds. So I don't know if there is any tool, but I think the screwdriver works well enough. Okay, now we are gonna put in a 4 ampere hour battery. We are gonna try it and we are gonna see if it works properly enough. Okay, see you in some seconds. Okay guys, I am back at the office. So what I'm gonna do right now is to lubrify a little bit my chain with this beautiful oil bottle, just a little bit of drops. Okay, keep in mind I never use one of these, so it's the first time, so if I can do it, anybody else can do it. Let me put in the 4 ampere hour 12 VT battery. Okay, And let's try the chainsaw. Now let me see if I can point the camera a little bit better. Okay, let's see if it works. Mind your ears, it's gonna be a little noisy, okay? So, you know, be careful. Okay guys, battery off for safety reasons. Let's discharge. Okay, so as you could see, the cuts are quite okay. They are not very precise, but they are not very rough either. Let me show you. They are quite nice actually to be a chainsaw. I mean, come on, right? 44 euros, it's nothing. And I could cut this piece of wood, which is very tough and very, very dry. And I don't even think this is what this is made for. This is made to cut branches of a live plant. So if it works on a very tough, very dry wood like this one, as you can see, it's not pliable at all. It should work on anything else. Under 12.5 centimeters of girth or depth. Okay, let me show you one of the thinner pieces I cut, which, you know, it's thin enough so we could say it works very properly. I mean, it's beautiful. So guys, what can I say? This is a very beautiful chainsaw. 44 euros. I mean, come on. It's worth the money. It's very heavy, it's very comfortable, it's very well built. It's heavy enough to be quality, but it's not too heavy to maneuver with one hand. Even though it's always advisable to use it in this fashion. Okay? But to be honest, I would buy this again. I advise you on going out there whenever they have it and buy it. It's easy enough to control and to put in good tension, and seems to be safe enough. The guard, it's safe enough, it's very tough, it's very well built, and the noise, to be super honest with you, is very low. I know guys with electric chainsaws which can wake up a neighborhood. This one, let's say it's not very noisy, 90 dBs. It's nothing for a chainsaw, and it's not messy at all. As you can see, the cuts are clean enough, they are not too messy, they are not too rough. I would definitely buy this again. So guys, subscribe to the channel if you want more content, if you want more unboxings, if you want to see me try more stuff, and have a good night. Bye bye from Unboxo.